Hey everyone, Cashier back with another video from Madden 16. Today we continue our Raiders franchise in Week 14, a big week for us. We sit at 12-0 in the season. We're going to be taking on the 7-5 Ravens, but it is a big week because we have an opportunity to wrap up a first-round bye this week. We got the division last week. You see, we now have a 6-game lead over the Broncos and the Chiefs, so we are well in front there in the AFC West. But as we take a look at the AFC, 4-game lead on the Steelers and the Colts with 4 games to go. That means if we win, we clinch the #1 seed in the AFC. So obviously we have a couple opportunities even to clinch division, or even if the Steelers and Colts lose, we would clinch as well. But it's big today because this is our last home game before we end the season with a 3-game road trip. So would be huge to wrap it up, get the win this week against the Ravens. Derek Carr coming in, 2,300 yards passing, 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 70 completion percentage. What a year for Carr as we get this one going 2nd and 10. It's going to be Carr, halfback screen, going to get it to Murray, and he's going to use the spin move, takes the hit, going to get close to the first down to the 46. We now have it 2nd and 5 from the 37. It's going to be Harvin in motion, the pitch out to Murray, and it's going to be Murray looking for the edge, is not going to beat the man though, taken down, does get the first down though. So we now have it 2nd and 7 from the 29. Ellis in the backfield now. Carr going to take the snap, looking. No one's going to be open, but he's got a spot here on this right side. He's going to take off running. Going to get by one man, and he's going to try and juke out of bounds, but does not quite make it. Takes a hit. Fortunately not hurt though, as we have it now at the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal. Walford in motion, I formation, the handoff to Murray. He's got a hole, but no, a Raven comes flying in there, takes him out at the legs. He trips and falls nearly in the end zone, but down at the 1, so 3rd and goal now. Can we cap this drive off? The handoff to Murray, and he's going to have it untouched into the end zone. Latavius Murray, and he'll put the Raiders up 7-0. Now in comes Joe Flacco, 3,000 yards passing, 22 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Doesn't seem like bad numbers for Flacco. Kind of interesting that the Ravens are 7-5 because you would think their defense would be pretty good, but for whatever reason, they're 7-5. And here, Justin Forsett, he's going to be knocked down for a 4-yard loss, as already here, 3rd and 10. The Ravens looking to avoid the 3-and-out, and they will. Dennis Pitta going to make the catch there at the 42. But the 2nd and 13 here, as the Ravens already have lost a few yards, and this pass going to find Leonard Hankerson. He gets it, but another long 3rd down here for the Ravens. Joe Flacco, shotgun, takes the snap, play action, looking upfield, pressure coming in. It's Khalil Mack again, takes him down. First sack of the game for Mack, and the Ravens will have to punt. So 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Latavius Murray with the carry here, and he's going to take a couple shots there, so he only picks up 4 on the play. 3rd and 3 now, as we're trying to avoid a 3-and-out. That pass going to be to Percy Harvin. He takes the catch. The spin move is going to miss one guy. He breaks another tackle. He's off to the races. Flag on the play, though. What's it going to be? Can Harvin beat the last man? Yes, he can. Percy Harvin at the end zone, but what is the flag? Normally this means holding. Holding on the defense. It's holding on the defense. That means the touchdown will stand, as that was just kind of a throwaway play. I saw the flag. That always means offensive holding, but we somehow got lucky. Gets the touchdown, and it is now 14-0 in another 3rd down situation for the Ravens. Flacco under center. He is going to hand it off to Forsett, and he is going to have the first down here, as a big hole for Justin Forsett to run through. Now 2nd and 15 as the Ravens, it seems like, are often faced with a long situation, and here 2nd and 15. That pass is going to be knocked down by Janoris Jenkins, so 3rd and long again for the Ravens. Can they get this one? Flacco going to take the snap, play action. He's looking, facing pressure, gets it away to Perriman, and he is going to outrun Jenkins. Can he make it to the end zone? No juke move. Jenkins with the tackle, and he's down at the 2. No! Touchdown is that one. I don't know if he was in the end zone, but they're going to keep that play. The touchdown will stand, so 14-7 the score. We're going back to work here. Amari Cooper on 2nd and 8. That pass across the middle will be good. He gets it out to the 49. Now 2nd and 12 from the 47. We're going back to the halfback screen. It's Latavius Murray, but nowhere to go this time. He is stopped immediately down at the 44. So 3rd and long here from the 44-yard line. Under 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Carr looking downfield. He's going to loft this one up, but it's too high, and it's going to be picked off by Matt Elam. Too high for Harvin to go up there and get. Elam picks it off, and the Ravens now with the opportunity to tie this ball game. It's going to be play action from Flacco. He makes the throw, and he's going to be picked off. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie takes it right back a couple plays later, and we are right back with it. Raiders on offense, 2nd and 7. And this play, a quick sack from C.J. Mosley as he was in the backfield as soon as that one was snapped. So another 3rd and 15. This first half has been crazy. A lot of long 3rd down situations. And we're going to still hold this narrow 7-point lead. But we're going downfield here. And look at Percy Harvin, the one-handed catch in stride. One man to beat it. He's going to do it. He beats a couple Ravens. And Percy Harvin, the 2nd touchdown of the first half, That was a very, very nice play as he did catch that one one-handed. That's a dirty, dirty catch. 2nd and 7 now for the Ravens as they are back down 14. It's going to be a short gain there for Forsett, so 3rd and 7. Last play before the 2-minute warning. It's going to be Flacco dropping back. He's going to make a throw, and this one's going to be intercepted. Janoris Jenkins in the first half has not been kind to Joe Flacco, and we will go into halftime leading 21-7. So a very interesting half. It went back and forth there, was close at one point, and then Flacco and the Ravens just kind of threw it away there. Now Percy Harvin a little bit to do with that as well. But here we are, beginning of the second half, and this one nearly intercepted as Flacco 6 of 14 in this game. A bad throwing day for him. 3rd and 10, another 3rd down and long for the Ravens. Can they get this one? Flacco, a lot of time to throw, and he is going to complete that one. Hakeem Nicks with the catch. He breaks 1, 2, 3 tackles, pushed out of bounds, finally at 34. Nice play from him as now the Ravens have it 2nd and 2 from the 25-yard line. They're looking to cut into this deficit as Forsett going to get to the edge. Yes, he will. He'll pick up the first down to the 22. 11 for 27 for him. Not the best running day for the Ravens. 1st and 10 now it's going to be Taliaferro. And just as I say, not a good running day, he's going to break off a 22-yard touchdown run. So maybe it was just Forsett, as that was a very nice run from Taliaferro. Beautiful vision there as it's now a 7-point game. Once again, 2nd and 3. We're going to throw in downfield again. It's Percy Harvin. You got to be kidding me, Harvin. This guy had a great game early in the season when Cooper was hurt, but we haven't heard from him in a while, and he now has 3 touchdowns. It's back to a 14-point lead. 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. The Ravens in trouble here if they cannot get a stop on defense as Forsett. This carry going nowhere. Once again, Forsett having a horrible day. Surprised the Ravens don't run Taliaferro a little bit more, but 3rd and 12 here. Flacco looking to convert on 1st down. Looking to Forsett, but he's going to be tackled immediately by Darman, and that is another punt for the Ravens. So last minute of the 3rd quarter, and we're looking for the death blow here on this possession. Latavius Murray off of the halfback screen is only going to pick up 5. So 3rd and 6 here as this will bring the 3rd quarter to an end. It's Carr looking, and he's got a couple receivers. Who's he going to throw it to? We're going to find the tight end here. It's going to be Jackson. He turns it back upfield, but only gets a yard or 2 after that, but he is down at the 50. So that's where we started here in the 4th quarter. Carr, shotgun, Murray to his right, but we're going to be throwing it here, play action. And we are going to look, and you got to be kidding me. Tell me it's not. Yes, it is Percy Harvin, and the defender dives and missed, and that is touchdown number 4 for Percy Harvin. 5 catches, 242 yards, and this one might be one of our easier MVP of the week awards because I don't think anyone's taken that one away from Percy Harvin. 2nd and 10, Flacco continuing his poor day. A poor throw there. 3rd and 10 now from the 35-yard line. 9:34 to go in the game. The Ravens down 21. They really need to score here, and that is not going to help. Khalil Mack, another sack, as it's going to be Raiders ball once again. The Ravens having a horrible second half. 2nd and 13. Latavius Murray actually not having too great of a game either. He does have 84 yards, but that's on 23 carries. So 3rd and 14. We're looking to keep this drive alive to cut some time off the clock as Carr dancing in the pocket, looking no one's open. He's going to go off to this left here, going to throw downfield, and he's going to have Amari Cooper. Nice vision there. Cooper, the unnecessary jump. We don't need him getting hurt, but that's 333 yards passing for Derek Carr. Now 1st and 10, it's Darren Ellis up the middle, and look at the hole for Darren Ellis as he's down the field to about the 5, down at the 6. First carry, nice 23-yard gain for him. Now 1st and goal, it's going to be the pitch to Ellis. Can he finish this drive off? Yes, he can. Another diving missed tackle from the Ravens, and this one fully and entirely all Raiders here in the 4th quarter. 42-14. As interesting, oh my gosh, Flacco, what a horrible day, as I can't even finish my sentence. 1st and 10, Flacco overthrows his receiver. Tyrann Mathieu with the pick, and this one, I can't believe this. It was actually pretty close for most of this game, first half at least, and then the second half, the Ravens have just fallen apart. It's hard. I try to kind of continuously mess with the sliders to keep these games competitive, but at the end of the day, as RG3 throws a touchdown to Butler, it's completely reliant on the CPU actually performing the way they need to, and it seems way too often the CPU makes really odd play calling decisions and then also makes just odd gameplay decisions, which I don't know exactly how it works, but I continuously am tuning, trying to make the CPU a little bit better, trying to make our team maybe not quite as good. So I know some of you have been leaving comments about the games being blowouts a lot, and I'm trying to make these games more competitive, especially as, we play more games, I get more used to the game, and it gets to be a little bit easier, but I'm trying to keep that from happening so much. This team is good. This Raiders team, I don't show it, I don't think ever have I showed the overalls before the game, but this is a 90 overall team, so it is a very good game. We've built quite the team in 3 seasons as the Ravens finally on the board again. Jones with a touchdown catch. So this team is good. Are they good enough that they should be undefeated? Maybe not. There have been some games we should have lost, but just odd things happen in these games. As I said, the CPU can be crazy sometimes, but we are going to win this one 49-21, and you see the absolute just domination we had in this one, 186 yards rushing. But Derek Carr, 14 of 18, only 18 passes. He still gets 333 yards passing, 77 completion percentage, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Flacco has 3 interceptions. Griffin, 1 pass, 1 touchdown. That's what we like to see. Latavius Murray, one of his lower outputs of the season, 23 for 84. Darren Ellis had a lot of yards in mop-up duty, ends up with 6 for 73 and a TD. Taliaferro had that 1 nice touchdown run, and Forsett a rough game, 13 for 25. Percy Harvin, 5 for 242 and 4 TDs. What a performance he had today. Perriman, 3 for 81 and a TD. Cooper, 59 yards. Pitta 57, and Hicks had 47. And then as we move on to the defense, we are going to see C.J. Mosley leading everybody with 12, Will Hill with 10, Blake with 8. C.J. Mosley had 4 tackles for loss as well, so he was all over the place on defense for the Ravens. Khalil Mack, 1.5 sacks. Mosley had 1. Matthews and Irvin had half. And then Rodgers, Cromartie, Elam, Jenkins, and Matthew with the interceptions. But MVP, as I said in the middle of the game, easy one this week. Percy Harvin going to be your Week 14 MVP. Try to argue with me on who should have been MVP instead of him. I'd love to see the arguments against that. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure most of you are going to agree with me on that one. But let's not forget here, with that win, we have clinched a first-round bye. So as we move on to Week 15, these last 3 games, honestly, are kind of pointless because we have clinched the first round. So I think we might start resting some players. Obviously, there is that outside chance of going undefeated, which definitely would be cool. But more importantly, I don't want to see any injuries happen. Derek Carr already is an injury-prone player. Latavius Murray has had his own injuries himself. Cooper was injured earlier in the season. So I think maybe not in Week 15, but maybe if we're blowing them out again, which the Jets are going to be a tough game. So I don't think we're going to blow them out. But if we have opportunities to take guys out, rest guys, maybe give Darren Ellis more carries instead of Murray, give some of the younger wide receivers more opportunities instead of Cooper and Harvin, that's definitely things that I will do. And then Week 16 and 17 will probably kind of just take out a lot of the starters, just don't play him at all, especially Derek Carr. I'd like to give RG3 some more opportunities because he played very well earlier in the season when Carr was injured. So that's what we're going to do. Week 15 next time against the 6 and 7 Jets. You'll see that one. That's going to be it for this one, though. If you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and give it a like. I'd really appreciate it, and subscribe to see any future videos that I make. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.